Hello everyone, back to you with the garage. GMEC, by the way. What we're testing is here today. These are standard bulbs I had in my 94 Chevy K2500 with the 6.5 diesel in it. Just pretty much standard. I think these are what, 55 watt. If we look there, yeah. Oh, this is a 51 watt. It's from Hella. I think I got these on sale or something. I put these in the truck when I first put this together about 3 years ago. And I got to thinking, why not try maybe upgrade or something like that. And recent had a headlight issue, and one thing that these do is make a lot of heat. So, looking on Amazon a couple days ago, we're going to actually call this video testing the cheapest headlights, in this case low beams. This is actually a 9006, I do believe, and this is the LED replacement. So we're going to give it a try here. I have the headlight assembly, if I can get the camera in here on it, actually apart. But we can, we're going to do a little demonstration here on, first we'll do the old one. Plug them in right. No lights over here, so a little dull at first. And we're going to do a comparison. Alright, so there I plugged in the halogen. I don't know how well the camera is going to pick that up, but you can see how bright that is. So, and that thing is just plugged in, and it has some heat already. So we'll unplug that. And now, without trying to look at it, there's the LED. So now what we're going to do, since I had the other side on as well, we're going to put this back in the assembly. If we can finagle it back up there. Grab the plug here. Plug it in. Push it back somewhat in place before bolting it in. So if we take the camera, that is mighty bright. So there's the LED on this side. And you can see the difference on halogen on the other side. So the other thing I'd like to do, which I think would be somewhat of a challenge, we know that LEDs take less power. We just plainly know that. But I think we're going to take a temperature test here, and obviously I'm going to do a road test with it and see how it is driving at night. So I'll get the heat gun and give that a try. Okay, so right now we have voltage reading of 12.3 volts on the truck. Probably a little lower, even though 12.2 is pretty good. But so we're at 12.3, so that's with nothing on in the truck, and actually it's bouncing back to 12.38. So then we'll check it with just the parking lights on. Okay, with the parking lights on, we actually drop back to 12.2, 12.1. We're going to get more of a draw here, so let's just see. We'll flip the light switch on. Right now, just in this one right here, I have the LED bulb in. So we're going to slowly drop. So we're at 12.1, 4, something like that. So it is slowly dropping. It's going to drop as we leave it on because of time and how many bulbs I have on the truck. So let's go flip the headlight switch on. So now, that's with just the LED headlight right now. So we're at 12.1 right now. I'm going to see if I can do a little bit different a test, but I do not have a headlight plugged for that. So I'll have to see what I can rig up to test that. But anyway, we dropped to 12.11 so far with the LED headlight on. So now let's turn this all off, do the same test again with the halogen inside. Alright, now this is with the halogen in it. Without anything on right now, voltage meter is saying 12.33. So that's our, our start right there. So now let's we'll turn the parking lights on. Alright, so with the parking lights on, we're dropping back to 12.1.6. We might go down to 12.1.3 here. And it's kind of bouncing back and forth. Alright, let's flip the headlight switch on and see how much it drops. Yeah, 12. It's just kind of bouncing there. Let's hit the headlight switch. Alright, substantial drop there with going to just the halogen itself. Trying to remember, we had, so we dropped there about a half a volt, roughly, because what was it, 12, now we're at 12.07. So to look back on the video here and do a comparison. But now we'll take and get the heat gauge. And one problem with having LED headlights is, especially in winter climate, and that's where I live, you have to be careful that your headlights don't freeze up during the winter. So we're going to take a temperature measurement here directly on the bulb. Alright, so there's our temperature reading on the LED. Get it right on the bulb. So we're at 62.5. They're on about the same time. Kind of hard to do because that thing is bright. We'll put them in the... So here's the halogen. Get it right on there. 85. 100 and something, yeah. 225, 210. It's a lot of heat. Alright, here's our temperature reading actually on the lens. I should have got one with the like 57.5. It still might melt ice off. We'll have to find out. And then obviously that one's 53. We'll go up here. See if we can see a temperature. So the door here is 50.5. 53.5. So we'll do a road test, see how they are. Alright, this here's the view of the LEDs from the driver's seat. And as you see, and I hit the high beams, they're still halogen. You can see the difference. And it kind of is like a large spotlight that sticks way out. These are like floodlights, and they scatter across. Kind of don't know if I like them yet. So, take a road test and we'll give them a try, and we'll we'll see what we've learned. Okay, this is a backcountry road here. I don't know if the camera will show it up good enough, but they do seem to kind of have a blue tint to them with these LED headlights. I mean, I did notice on my voltmeter that it seems to be charging more. So they definitely, as we know with LEDs, they don't draw as much. But I don't know, if we switch here to the high beams, you can see the difference in the style of light. It, you know, it kind of makes it a big spotlight out there. We go back to the LED. I don't know, I have to think about it a while and try them for a while, I guess. See. So one thing I've noticed here in my test, right now I have the high beams on. If I go to the low beams, you can hear in the AM radio, I'm actually getting some noise from the low beams being their LEDs. So there must be a noise feedback. You know, this is an older truck, so there's no, probably, I'm sure there's no noise filter on my radio. But there I just tapped the brake and the noise went away a little bit. Go back to the high beam, the noise totally changes. So just some things added in my test. Alrighty, we switched back to the halogens compared to the LED, and you can be the judge and you can comment down below to see what you think is better, but I'm kind of liking the old cords. There's the low beam. That's the, you know, we had that LED on a little bit earlier, and now we hit the high beam, and then they kind of blend together and project the light out further. Go back to low beam, and I don't know. Comment down below, see what you think. So we completed our test on these LED headlight bulbs. They call them car LED bulbs. And just to verify on the box here, you can see that it's marked out for the 9006. Interesting test. Figured it was good to bring, and I think they do work very well. I mean, what do you want for 15 bucks in headlight bulbs? I don't remember what these cost. Or the low beam, I should say. I had them here for a while, but they're probably maybe $30 for two of them or something. I really didn't look up, but what we've learned here is that for me, if my lens maybe was a HID in the newer style, it might work better. I do think they have a little bit more of a blue than they are white, because when you look at the box here, it actually, let me flip it around right here, you can see, oh, actually they don't have it checked off what it really is. Interesting. Interesting, but anyway, it was a good test. I think they work okay. You can be the judge. You can tell which one is better. These were the Hella 51 watt 9006 bulb that I actually put back in the truck. You know, halogens make a lot of heat, which is a good thing in the wintertime. They keep ice off of here. These pretty much stayed room temperature. They didn't really warm up at all. Definitely energy savings with an LED. They may just not, you know, be my application. I don't know. I think this is the same bulb that my New Holland tractor takes, so I might test it in there yet. I won't condemn it yet, but you be the judge. You comment down below and see what you think, but I think it was a good test. We drove it in the dark with it, a little different kind of thing for me, but you be the judge. You comment down below. And as always, thanks for watching. This is GMAC. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you in the next video. But remember, keep on wrenching.